Another Safi exclusive.
Hello? Hello?
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
After you wanna be kid? Yes!
Yo, what's up, guys? Wow, wow. Okay, hold on. Get rid of the thumbnail. What is up, everyone?
What's up, you guys?
What did you guys see right now? I swear that I took the thumbnail down for a second, and you guys saw us like on stream when I thought we were off stream. And Riley usually picks her butt before we go on stream, so. I'm joking. All right, yo, huge shout out to everyone that's a part of the stream right now. Thank you guys so much. We are here for the first ever Reconnected AfterShow.
Woo!
Woohoo!
How
Cheers
you guys feel?
to.
Wait, I need to pour up.
Pour up. You don't even let me pour up.
Pour it up, pour it up.
I'm gonna expose Riley right now. I'm gonna expose Riley. One time, I took one. Literally, I'm not even joking. Beans, quit it. Stop. One time I literally took one sip of lean, and I came home and I told Riley, I was like, babe, I was
No,
like,
you didn't
no,
tell me
yeah,
for a long time
ah!
after.
I was like, babe, until I got home,
No, you
and
told
then
until
no,
after.
and then when I got home, I told you, I was like, babe, I took a sip of lean today, and you were like, oh my god,
I don't know what
my
lean
baby's
is.
a
I've
lean
never
addict.
experienced
And no,
lean.
you made the biggest deal of my life that I fucking took a sip
I
of
didn't even know
lean.
what lean was.
And I was-
I just want half. That's good. That's good. That's good. Thank you.
No, that's what you get for making fun of me for.
I don't know what lean is. Until
It's
I-
heroin,
I was-
babe.
I was intimidated, and when you said that, I was like,
It's
my
li-
wholesome little baby.
It's liquid heroin. We put it in our buttholes, me and Blasey.
And it was at the Jeezy party where I was just like, why y'all sipping lean?
No, you see, now you're leaking stuff.
Oh,
No,
like Jeezy
please
doesn't
keep
sip lean.
keep your.
It's like a big shocker.
Yeah, no, not at his. Keep your mouth
It
closed.
doesn't say it's. I didn't say what kind of party it was.
Oh my god! No, don't say people's names. That's called leaking.
They've already. You guys have already
Oh my
spoken
god!
on it.
Now OG's is gonna think I'm pillow talking.
Y'all have spoken on it on Disconnected before. The
No-
same situation like 3 times.
Now you're getting mad. No, now my homies are gonna think I'm pillow
No.
talking.
Bruh, y'all took my car to that party. I'm pretty sure.
No,
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you guys did actually.
Wow.
I remember.
So now, because I used your car to go to OGZ's
so it's
party,
my story
it.
too. It
No,
was
it's
my
not.
vehicle.
Hell no. That's toxic.
If you guys got like pulled over off the fucking
No.
activist.
No, activist was done by then. You're a party pooper and a snitch, and then also toxic.
I'm gonna burn you.
No.
I'm gonna burn the strap.
No.
On your glasses.
Oh, thanks. Wait, actually, we didn't even talk about. Actually, no, hold on. Let's wait for 10 talks.
I know.
We've already talked too much about our weekend, but Riley and I.
That's what I'm saying. Like you already spoke on it.
No, we didn't. Because
We need to get into depth.
I was gonna say disconnected. Number one, guys. The reason why we're doing this after show is I'm sorry, not disconnected, reconnected. The reason why we're doing this after show is to do a little after show and go on stream with you guys, and then also just to talk about what happened with Reconnected episode 1, give a little recap, see what you guys thought about it for everyone that's in here that watched that as well. But also during Reconnected, I do this sometimes where I talk about stuff that happened in my personal life that Riley and I want to talk about on 10 Talks every Sunday, right? And this week on Reconnected was one of those examples of when basically I want to talk about what happened between Riley and I on Valentine's Day. But Reconnected is not about me. It's about the show. It's about everyone else. And I have to say, I didn't notice this, guys, but I have to say this now to everyone that's in here. To everyone that's in here that is a fan of Reconnected. I am sorry. I feel like I was watching it live. I was in the chat. I was watching it live with everyone. I feel like I was talking too much. I feel like there was a couple moments in which I kept butting in, I kept interrupting, and I kept just giving my opinion when I could have just listened. So I feel like I have to give an apology. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I talked way too much this episode of Reconnected, the first episode, and I have learned my lesson, or I'm trying to learn my lesson here, and I will do a better job next time. But I feel like I definitely was cutting the other hosts off too much and talking too much.
You still did a great job, babe, but you do that. You like to listen to yourself. You don't like to listen to others.
Dang.
That's your thing. You do.
Thanks.
You don't like to listen to me.
That's not true. I do love listening to you. You just don't say anything. That was a joke.
Omar, I don't speak, guys.
Omar, thank
This
you.
is why I'm quiet.
Omar, thank you so much for the subscribe. But okay, yeah, I felt like I was talking too much.
No, but they need that. Like you guys need that.
My name is Hella Crisp, and I just dropped a bag of $1.99. Ground beef is 20% lean. Everyone is addicted. Pensive face.
Ground beef is 20% lean. Everyone's addicted. Thank you so much, Hello Chris.
No, I'm literally just giving you a hard time, but like, it started off slow because you guys were like, "What are we doing? Like, this is crazy" at first, and you are the person that can conversate out of nothing. So like, your points and like whenever you just start talking, it's like, it's not like annoying.
It can be.
To me, it's not.
Like, it was getting annoying to me even. I was listening to Reconnected. I was like,
you're just like, it's me. Cause
okay, I see
it's
what you're
you're your hardest critic.
But yeah, no, I definitely felt
But
like
when I was listening to you guys, I wasn't getting being like, oh my god, Yuri's doing too much. I wasn't feeling like that.
Okay, I'm glad you feel like that, but I'm going to do better next time. I will do a better job
It's
listening
the
and like chill. Yeah, exactly. It's the headphones, and that's the other thing I want to get into. There was something else I want to talk about. We were talking about a second ago, but since we're on the topic already, let's talk about this. With Reconnected, guys, I know there's a couple things, and I'll point it out. I'll point them out right now. And like, I can, like people say, like you could be your biggest critique, but helping set up many podcasts already, many like hundreds of episodes of podcasts all in total. I have like an eye for like at least the little details of like what looks good and what looks not. I am not a professional I'm not professional when it comes to lighting. I don't know what the word is for it, but even the lighting we have for 10 talks, like I did the best I can, but I had a couple people come into this room and tell me like, oh, I could have done this or I could have done that. And the thing with lighting is, and here's the thing with like podcasting, is it involves so many different aspects of creating, which is like videography, sound,
Audio is
yeah,
huge.
audio engineering, and then also lighting. You know what I mean? Like all three are key parts, and all three are very expensive, and a lot of time can get into becoming an expert of each one of those aspects. Where with the lighting of Reconnected, I tried my best, but we're going to have more people come in and help me try to get everything set up correctly. With the camera work, I only know so much about DSLRs. I know how they work on a surface level, but I never got too into depth with like, you know, like frame rates and ISO and you know, there's so many things that like that you have to adjust with the lighting and all this stuff, and like I'm not that deep cut into it, where I did my best trying to set up the lighting and the camera work for this podcast, but we're doing we're gonna put more and more work into it, where it's gonna look sharper, it's gonna look better, the lighting is gonna be better, and also the audio. It's like even the audio just in itself is like such a crazy thing, guys. I'm telling you, like helping No Jumper throughout the years, we've had so many people come in to help with the audio shit, and every time you realize how big of a fucking pain in the ass it is. It's like it's not
easy.
It's not an easy thing where you could just pay someone $100 or $200 to come in and fix all your issues in one day. You know, it's like it's something where you got to have this person on deck for like a month.
No, it's like even at No Jumper, people still to this day say L audio, but like we have hella people trying to work on the audio to perfect it, and still it's not perfect to everybody's liking, and it's just like that shit just takes time. It's like taking every show.
Here's the thing: is it's very expensive, but
it's expensive as fuck.
It's very expensive, but you literally, Joe Rogan's Jamie, he is an audio engineer that went to school and got a fucking master's in audio engineering. He sits there with a bunch of audio equipment in front of him, and he makes live adjustments. We don't do that.
I try, but it's just like I'm like thinking this is doing something, and it's just like, if you do too much, it's gonna like totally fuck it up.
No, exactly. Here's the thing with audio stuff is like you think like, oh, let me just turn up the gain, right?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Exactly, it doesn't. Thank you, Wolfpack. Thank you.
I just dropped a bag of $1.99.
Shut the fuck up, Riley. Stop complaining. I'm not
How would you
complaining.
rate Lush's freestyle today?
A million times better than anything I could come up with. And here's the thing, guys. Okay, with the Luscious freestyle, let me give my honest opinion on the whole Luscious thing today. I did not watch the whole news. I did not watch the whole thing. All I saw was a couple little comments and a couple little IG posts about like, you know, what happened today on the news, and then I saw the Cryptic video, which we could rewatch. It's pretty funny. But I watched the Cryptic video, which is highly edited. But all I have to say about the whole Lush thing is, guys, when you enter. And this coming from a person who has like, you know, a good amount of experience with being on a podcast and being on streams and news streams, all that stuff, is like if you enter a situation in which people are already expecting to clown you, it's very hard to dig yourself out of that hole, you know? And the way I feel like that conversation had already started, I have this piece of toilet paper right here because I like to blow my nose. The way that conversation had already started, it was already a thing where like it was already not in Lush's favor, I feel like. So I feel like Lush, it's just such a deep hole to dig yourself out of, you know? Yeah. And it's like it was already starting not in his favor. But Lush by any means is not a terrible rapper, terrible freestylist. He's very talented, incredibly talented. If you guys watched when Lush came onto Harmonious Hour and when we did the after show, Lush is so talented at freestyling. It's like I've met a bunch of people that freestyled, and I've tried to freestyle myself, you know, many times.
In his interviews too, like every time he has a guest on, he'll do his intro, and it's like some little freestyle that it describes his guest, and he'll be like tap it back into like I'm Lush, like Lush One or whatever, and like it's just like
Beans, stop,
he's
dude.
Smart.
Beans.
He's smart with the lyric, like the
Beans, stop it.
He's smart.
No, yeah, exactly. No, he's not talented. But I'm just saying, I feel like that stream was not that beginning of that competition, the rap competition they had, was not in his favor. It was already set not in his favor.
100%.
And the whole thing about Lush crying on live, I don't believe it, dude. Lush has too much experience with negative feedback. Lush has probably done We probably haven't even seen the worst of the footage of like Lush. Every freestylist, every comic, every person who's done stand-up shit, every freestylist has gone on stage, said something they thought was fire, or maybe fucked up, and the crowd goes crickets, or they go, yo, get him off. You know,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Lush has for sure dealt with worse critique than what he dealt with, you know, today. I'm sure he did not fucking go home crying. I'm sure he felt completely fine. And Angelo said, I felt bad for him today. So did Riley. When I showed Riley the footage, she was like, oh, right, Lush. Thank you, Turo.
2R0 and I just dropped a bag of $4.99. On East Side Harmonious Gang Kripka's reconnected for the dub. Arturo's kicks a lame too.
Arturo's kicks? Why? Oh my god. Why do you have... Wait, this has to... Turo has to be Arturo's kicks. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you, dude. Yo, let's actually tap in. Let's tap in to see what's going on with Reconnected episode 1. 3 hours in. 23K views.
Let's go.
6.3 likes. I think we could actually hit 10K likes by the end of 20... In 24 hours, I think we could hit 10K likes. Because I mentioned it during the show. And then we have 1,196 comments. This is insane. Top comment, or the first one that pops up for me is did that hella quick and professional partnership and brotherhood love. Let's go. Shout out to him. Thank God they went to the table and not the lounge chairs. The table vibes are back. And then honestly, that was one thing that all of us could communally immediately agree on. And then also, like I said earlier, guys, this is a four-way effort where each one of us is pitching ideas, and at least one of us in the group is like, I don't know about that one. Let's do it like this. You know, it's like, this is really, it feels like an opportunity for us to give all of our artistic feedbacks. You know what I mean? And all of us have to like compromise in a way, probably, where we're just like, I don't know, you know, he probably knows better. Let's go with that, whatever. So it's like, this is a vision of all four of us, all four of ours together, you know, all put together. So it's like, but the one thing we all agreed on is the idea of having a table back. I wanted a table. I'm sure Pollard agrees with me, but I wanted a table back because I need a fucking rolling tray, dude. I needed a place to roll in ash, and we did not have that in the lounge chairs.
That's true. House one was just ash on the chair.
Yeah, exactly. With House One and Blasey, well, Blasey actually, I noticed Blasey.
No, Blasey would do that shit too.
No, but Blasey loves rolling. I noticed that Blasey actually loves rolling, so I feel like Blasey enjoys the ability of being able to roll into the table again.
The table's way better.
House One doesn't really be rolling, but I feel like House One needs the ashtray
Because
to be
you
close
guys
by.
can look at each other, actually.
Exactly. And that's the thing about the podcast. My sister Elaine was saying this earlier. She's like, sometimes you guys give eye contact for hella long. And it's like, dude, I've noticed this where you have to get over it as a podcaster, where sometimes you're in the middle of a podcast and someone's saying something and they just happen to focus their attention on you, and as they're giving their 10-minute fucking long-winded explanation, they're just looking at you going like, so babe, I went to the soccer game, blah blah blah, or not even babe, they're just like, yo, I went to the soccer game one day, blah blah, and then they're talking to 4 people, but their attention's on you, and you kind of just have to be like looking at them, you know. It's kind of weird, like, I don't know, it's weird, but you just get used to it, I guess. Yeah, I definitely get cringed out watching myself. Ask Riley. I don't like. Shut the hell up! I don't like listening to myself. You know it.
Your old shit. Your new shit. I hate watching my shit. Every time he's like, I want to watch it. I want to watch 10 Talks. I'm like, no, I don't want to listen to my fucking self. But I get it, like, to improve. And we did, like, in the beginning, we would, listen to, like, pretty much every single
But it's not just to improve. Sometimes I'm literally sitting here.
It does help you because you're just like...
Sometimes I'm literally sitting here, though, doing timestamps or doing clips, and you're like, I can't listen to that. I can't listen to that.
So
and I'm telling you, I'm like, dude, no, we have to do this. We have to do the clips. We have to do the timestamps. We have to do all this shit. You just find a reason to stream. Well, I promised I was gonna stream earlier. What was the biggest bro logo? Old Blasey design. It looked copied and pasted. I don't think that's the case. Blasey did say that with the whole idea of like a BB facing one another, many companies have done it. Many people have done it. It's like a reoccurring thing, theme and reoccurring thing where it's hard to be unique in that aspect. But I really, really like what Blasey did with this BB shaking hands thing, and then also. Like Riley said earlier, when I first
sent the screenshot of what the background looked like to Riley, she said she thought it was a green screen in the background. And then once she figured out that it was not a green screen, she thought that this was like a OBS animation.
I thought it was an animation for real.
Yeah, Riley thought that this was like an OBS animation that I added with this glow behind it, but no. Literally, shout out to the Sandbox. Shout out to Blasey and his crew. Blasey and the Sandbox have done literally so much to make this podcast happen. Thank you, Grand Haste. Thank you, man. What's up, man?
Yuriy, what's poppin'?
What's up, dude? How's it going, dude? We're just talking about reconnecting, like, and shit, like how the episode went, how we can improve, and all that stuff. But I have to say that Blasey and his crew, they did a lot to make this happen, and this is just one example of it where Paul Lord and I were spending the whole day setting everything up, setting up the mics, the wiring, it was a lot of shit to set up, and Paul Lord and I were just doing everything that whole day, and Blasey and his crew came in with this sign and a bunch of stickers and a bunch of other shit, and we were like, dude, what the like Riley was like, how'd you guys get this done in one day?
It was CGI. I thought it was the guy that
did the thing.
Yeah. Shout out to Allie and Token Horizon. They fucking cleared that whole room out. Before it was like filled with shit.
Exactly.
And I didn't even realize like they had this cool ass black brick wall with these black shutters. Like this looks so cool. Like this is perfect for like photo shoots and stuff.
No, honestly, yo, we didn't.
And so Yuri sends me this with like the logo in the background. I was like, did they just put a green screen up? I thought this was like the place where we did Yuri's surprise party.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he was like, no, it's like the set. And I was like, damn, they got this sign in time, and like this.
The Sandbox crew and Blasey got that
this
sign.
Set already looks fire. Like they just added a couple little things, and it already looks beautiful. So.
No facts. Wait, honestly, yo, I'm glad you brought that up because we didn't really get to squeak on it during the podcast, but we talked about it after because we all kicked it afterwards or whatever. But I came through and like I know the logistics behind like OBS, I guess, and like getting a camera to work with OBS and the audio equipment, all that stuff. But dude, this whole back room, like Riley was saying, this whole back room did not look even close to what it looks like right now. If you guys, I wish we took a before image because before it was literally many heavy 50 to 100 pound boxes, a bunch of random chairs and just the most random like fucking like this was their storage room, and it not only was a storage room, it's a storage like giant room where they put everything that they did not want to touch for months in this fucking room. Toke, Alley, and Horizon had spent the whole Monday clearing out this room, and we were busy that day for.
I didn't even know they did this.
No, I knew they were doing this, and I told them, I was like, yo, it's our anniversary today, so like I can't come in. But like they spent this whole day clearing out this room, and then when I came in Wednesday, like I just had a free room to fucking work with, so it was already easy. But Pollard and Alley and Horizon had to do all the hard work, which is clearing out this fucking room. There was hundreds of.
Maybe we can...
There was like I'm telling you, at least 100 items, 100 plus items individually in this fucking room. It was stuffed. It was like a storage unit. W everyone that made tonight possible. That shows a massive dub. No facts, Ryan, bro. Not only Pod Lord, me for helping, Blasey for fucking getting all the equipment, House One for putting everything together, the Sandbox crew for helping with all the behind the scenes stuff. A bunch of other people that helped with the lighting, with helped getting some of the stuff on our list for the stuff that we had to like purchase or whatever it is. Like I only know so much, guys. It's like I'm not a full behind the scenes expert because, like I said, with podcasting, it involves camera, video expertise, audio expertise, like behind the scenes, like fucking creating an LLC and like creating like all these other emails and platforms. Bro, it requires so much shit that we literally had like a crew of like 10 plus people helping with everything that had to come together. And now one person was like, hey, like I'm finna help, like, how much can I get paid? Everyone's just like, yo, like I'm so excited for Reconnect, let's all do it. And it's like and yeah, exactly. Not neither of us, none of the hosts, and I'm sure none of the people who have helped have even put a thought into thinking like, how much money is this gonna bring in? It's like every thought that we've had is like, yo, this was a good thing. We all had a good time doing it. Riley's not even like a host. Riley's behind the scenes on the board, and Riley's like, I enjoy doing it. And she's like, it's such a
my
good
favorite
thing.
show.
Yeah, she's like, it's my favorite show. It's like, I enjoy doing it. Such a good vibe. Like, I don't want it to end either. And Riley wanted to help do it.
100%.
Thank you,
Infinite
Infamade.
And I just dropped a bag of $5. The video quality seemed poor on Reconnected tonight.
Okay, Infamade, thank you so much for the $5 donation. The thing with that is, like I said earlier, with my, I'm only so good with cameras, guys. It's like thank you so much, Teenager of Hell, for the subscription. Thank you so much, man. But I only know so much about cameras. There's a whole nother aspect when it comes to using a camera connected to a video capture card, connected to a monitor, aligning the frame rates with what YouTube has to offer. It's like, bro, there's so many behind the scenes aspects where I'm only so good with the camera. We're going to have more people come and help me get the camera all right and set up so that we can get only better. And dude, like, look at 10 Talks. You know what I mean? Like, we started off with a webcam. If you look at our first episodes of 10 Talks, it was trash. And like, now, I'm not saying it's the most immaculate thing in the world, but it's a million times better than what we started off with. And with Biggest Bro Entertainment,
It's only gonna get better.
the audience is much larger. You know, the amount of people who are down to support is much larger. Like, the amount of things, like, it's only gonna get better. This is the episode 1. By episode 10,
I did this in like less than a week.
exactly.
So.
So I'm sure by the next episode, it's already gonna look better. But by episode 10, it's gonna look way different. As for like the quality and you know, and also we're gonna work on getting all the audio forms of this up as well, like on SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify. All that's gonna be up as well, because a lot of people, I didn't realize this until we started 10 Talks, because I always thought like no one's gonna want to listen to 10 Talks
People
via
like to listen to
via
this.
audio, but hella people were DMing us saying like, upload on Apple Music, upload on Spotify. I like to listen during work, whatever it is. So it's like a lot of people do
'Cause
listen.
there's no ads too.
Oh yeah, that too. But like, yeah, a lot of people like to listen just to the audio. And then YouTube is so whack. YouTube drains your phone if you try to just listen to a podcast on the side. Thank you so much for the subscribe, man. I appreciate you so much. Someone said read donos from Biggest Bros. Oh, yo, harmonize. Okay, so now that Reconnected episode 1 is over, I think we talked about it a little bit during the episode, but guys, just to give you guys a full behind the scenes perspective for my side, the reason why we all communally agreed not to do a live show this episode. Thank you, Grand Heist. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Dropped a bag of $5. You guys need some slaps.
Some slaps, so, yeah, like some stickers. I'm sure that's gonna be coming very soon. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the $5 donation. But oh yeah, exactly. So we all agreed communally that we would do this show pre-recorded, because number one, from my opinion, doing a live podcast, especially with the amount of people that we were expecting to come through and support and actually watch the live stream, it would have been super whack if we were dealing with fucking audio issues or video issues or anything, or any type of technical issues. It would have been so whack and so lame for us to deal with it during a live show. So we were thinking like, dude, we're gonna pre-record this. Thank you so much, Be More. We're gonna pre-record this to make sure everything works correctly.
Everything was pretty smooth.
Yeah, exactly. Everything went smoothly.
It's just the bathroom thing is where we're gonna have to figure out.
Oh yeah,
Or I'm just gonna have
we
to
should
figure
talk
it
about
out.
that too. Exactly. In a second, no one knows about that. Thanks so much, AG, for the subscription as well. But yeah, we had to figure out what was gonna go wrong, if anything was gonna go wrong, and we basically had just two things to figure out. Number one is the mic shit, which I need to go back and tinker with the mics or whatever it is. But our mic volumes are weird. Blazzy sounds incredibly loud. I sound incredibly quiet. Pollard sounds quiet. House phones and Blazzy's mic sound loud, and Pollard and I sound quieter. I don't know why. So like, I feel like there's maybe something we could do on the mic settings. So there are some buttons on the mic or whatever it is. So maybe I could fuck with that. But that's the one thing. The other thing is, you guys haven't seen this yet, and I'm giving you guys some behind the scenes exclusives right now. But oh shit.
Being does.
Oh, sorry. I thought I spilled something. But guys, this table right here, right to the back left of it, is the entrance into this room of this table. This room is tiny. It's a very, very small room. We're working with
Like this.
like this, but smaller.
No, I think it's a little bigger.
I think it's a little bit.
It's a little longer.
I think it's a little bit
Narrower.
narrower.
Yeah. this whole time. So okay, explain.
But I was gonna say, like, thank you so much, Bash TV, for this subscription. But even with the lighting, we had to like really finesse the lighting in order to have like we had so many lights in here, and just to have all the lights in here off camera was already very difficult. It was like there's so many behind the scenes shit we had to deal with. But the number one thing was to enter this room is impossible. You will fuck up the camera. This camera angle, once you fuck it up, I like to fix the camera angle
so
is a big ass hassle. Yeah, exactly. And it's also a tight little squeeze to get in between where no one's gonna be able to make it. Even I, like I'm the thinnest, skinniest person on the group. Maybe Paulo can beat me there, but it's like I can barely squeeze past it, you know? So we're kind of stuck in this thing where if we need to use the restroom, we're kind of fucked. I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not, but Riley had to use the bathroom because Riley's doing this behind the scenes boards.
Like, trying to hold it so bad, but like I knew before we started, I was like, I kind of had to pee. I was like,
why didn't you go before?
I know. I was like, I should just go right now, but I was like, nah, I'll just fucking wait, because they're both. Everybody was like, we're gonna do like 1.5 to 2 hours or whatever. I was like, no, you guys aren't, but okay.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I could hold it, whatever. So we started, because it was already late, and I was like, damn, if we start right now, we're not going to finish till like 11.
That was the other thing, is we usually go 3 hours. We started like at 7:50.
Oh, yeah,
so I was
damn
thinking,
near 8.
I was thinking like, yo, if we really do the 3 hours right now, we're going to be here till 11. And I really felt bad for Riley, because like I said, I was there all day working like on the podcast setup, but you were all day at work.
It was fine, though. Like, I was fine. I had enough energy. I wasn't tripping. It wasn't that crazy at work. So.
But either way, the moral of the story is what I'm trying to say is like,
but yeah,
we have
so
to.
That space was tight as hell.
Yeah.
And so the whole time I'm like looking at the camera, I'm like, if I angle myself like this, will they see me in the camera? Because I was like, I'm not trying.
No, they definitely see it.
Exactly. I was like, I'm not trying to be on the camera, so I'm like looking at Yuri, and I was just like, I gotta go pee. And he is like, okay. He's like, just go. And I was like, I don't want to. Like, I'm just like, like we're just like miming to each other.
Let me cut it really quick. You know what's funny is when Riley looked at me and she was like, I gotta go pee. Like, she mouthed the words to me. I was like thinking in my head, I was like, okay, we're doing a pre-recorded.
We still haven't done, like, or no, we were like just like in the middle of the
topics.
News.
Exactly.
And I was just like, it was like already an hour where I was like, I need to pee, and I was like, I can't hold it anymore.
No, yeah, we're like an hour and a half in, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, okay, this is pre-recorded, so I was like, I'm editing this. I was like, I'll be able to cut this out later, and basically, I was thinking in my head, I was like, I'm gonna wait till House Phone stops talking about Pharrell or finishes his conversation about Pharrell, and then I'll be like, hey, can we cut this out? Riley's gonna go to the bathroom.
I was just hoping that you were the one that was gonna edit it out, so like they knew to like just edit that part out.
Oh no,
I
yeah.
don't want to be the one that just like fucking right.
No, yeah, I knew I was gonna edit it out, but you know what's funny is like I was waiting for House Phone to finish his little thing.
Hella long.
No, not us, but like I was waiting for House Phone to finish his little thing about Pharrell, and he was just like. It sounded like he was about to wind down, and then he had added another thing, and then next thing you know, after Riley mouthed the words to me like I gotta go to the bathroom, another like 10 to 15 minutes passed by before I was finally like, yo guys, can we cut this out really quick? Riley's gonna go to the bathroom.
That's the story of my life.
And I'm not sure if you guys noticed this or not, but I cut out that and a couple one other thing. Yo, shout out to Hella Chris for gifting 5 memberships, bro. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, Hella Crisp. Yo, 5 random people in the chat just got members. Ryan, shout out to Ryan, shout out to Bub, shout out to Lucid Beam. Who else? It doesn't really tell me. Shout out to Heat Seekers.
Low Shine too.
Shout out to Low Shine. I think that's everyone. And like always, guys, I'm doing 5 push-ups for every member. I appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to fucking Low Shine. Shout out to Hella Crisp for gifting 5 members. He's already a member, so he's literally just gifting members for just to hook everyone else up and support the streams. I appreciate you so much, man. Shout out to Hella Crisp. Right? Yes, shout out to Hella Crisp. Musty Bone said, let me get one, cuh. I'm not sure how it works, but guys, I think that I can actually. I thought the other when I was setting up memberships, I thought that the minimum was $5. I was looking at it. Shout out to Lucid Beams for becoming a member being gifted a member. I thought the other day when I was setting up members that it was like a $5 minimum. No, guys, I believe that I can make members as low as $1 a month. And the only reason why, well, there's 3 levels of members. We only have one so far. It's like level 1, level 2, level 3. So I want level 1 to be just the entrance fee to be able to use the emotes and stuff like that. So I believe that if I can, I haven't tried it out yet, but I noticed that it's adjustable. I'm going to make it $1. So I feel like that from now on out, I think starting next month or whenever the refresh rate is, I'm going to start memberships at $1 so that everyone could use the emotes for $1, and then the other emote or the other levels of memberships will be like for exclusive content or whatever it is. But we need to do the exclusive stream for the 50 members.
Yep.
What are we gonna do?
Guess the
Drink
challenge.
Okay, let's do that.
That'll
But
be
when
fun.
are we gonna do it?
Next
Saturday?
week. Oh yeah, we could do it Saturday, or tomorrow night if we want to.
After listening to music?
Mhm.
Are you gonna be? We're gonna be tired.
Maybe Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, let's just plan it for Saturday where we have actual energy.
Okay, so
Because after the stream, we're gonna be like dead.
exactly. All right, I'll announce this right now. Thank you so much, Jeffrey, Laura, for the subscription. I appreciate you so much. All right, guys. Riley and I promised this when we first started our membership goal. We're our next membership goal is for 100 members, but our first membership goal is for 50 members. We did not expect to hit it so quickly, but we said that we would do an exclusive members-only stream.
It's not too late to join.
Exactly. We said we'd do an exclusive members-only stream once we hit 50 members. We're at 58 members right now. Shout out to everyone who supported. So Riley and I this Saturday will do a members-only stream. For the members, for everyone who's supported. It's Milk TV's in the chat said you can't straddle the fence. It's Milk TV. If you watch the whole Reconnected episode, you'll see that Houseman Blasey, I, and Pollard and I, we all talk about that topic, which is if you
Yeah, just watch the whole thing.
if you have some understanding of like I don't know, what the hell's going on right now, you would understand what's going on exactly, and we talked about all of that. Well, thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Someone gift me. I don't know if you could choose who you gift. I think it's random.
Yeah, I think it's random. I think YouTube just randomly selects it.
Why don't you gift 5 members and see?
Should I?
Should I? I don't know how you do that.
How do you do it?
I don't know. I've never even tried.
The members.
Thank you,
don't
Jimmy. I
pop
appreciate
up.
you. Someone gift me, please. I'm not sure how it works. I'm not sure if they can choose exactly who they gift to, but I will, like I said, I'm going to try to change the membership level 1 tier for the emotes to $1 either tonight or tomorrow night. Oh my god.
Yeah, mine still doesn't say members.
Can you still can't join? You're capping. You just don't want to become a member. That's crazy.
I swear.
That's fucked up, babe. You don't even want to support your own boyfriend.
I just allowed the gifts.
I just allowed the gifts.
No, I can't do
About to
that.
make a video out of this. Thank you so much, Truth, for the subscription. I appreciate you so much, man. But all right, guys. Wait, actually, no, it sounded like I was gonna end the stream. I'm not doing that at all. But what I wanted to continue talking about is Reconnected. I just wanted to give another reminder that, guys, the quality is only going to go up. You have to remember that this happened within 3 to 4 days. Everything you see right here, from the table, literally from the table to the mics,
Room.
exactly
I
from
wish you guys could have seen it.
from the room, from the things on the walls, from the sign to the tables, to the wires, to everything that is set up right here, bro. This happened within 3 to 4 days, and for anyone that knows about the behind the, thank you so much, the Pocho Live podcast, for dropping the subscription. I appreciate you so much, man. But for anyone that knows that behind the scenes shit that has to do with setting up a podcast, it's a lot to do within 3 to 4 days, and it's also very expensive. It requires a lot of capital investment, and it was split upon all of us. Like, we were all buying parts, and shout out to Blasey, which Blasey took the big brunt of the financial cost to set up this podcast. Shout out to Blasey for really investing into this shit and believing in it and giving all of us basically a chance to get this shit continuing or whatever it is. But guys, it's only going to get better from here on out. Like I said, it's like we need more equipment and all this other stuff. The main thing, well, not the main thing, but the first thing we're getting is headphones so we can hear each other.
Well, all you have to do is transport those.
And people underestimate the headphones. People think the headphones,
Y'all need it.
bro. People, I'm telling you, I've been there from my experience working at No Jumper. It's like there's a lot of people who come in thinking that the headphones are corny. They think that the headphones are like lame or they're too cliche or whatever it is. But no, dude, the headphones remind you when you're listening to yourself. It reminds you when you're talking over here. You're like blah 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 blah, giving a heartfelt story. You're like, oh, I can barely hear myself. Oh, yo. Oh, okay, here, let me continue. It reminds you of how well you could hear yourself.
It was so funny yesterday before I went to Reconnected, I was doing the OG Suicide podcast, and his guest, he was like, I don't want the headphones, I'm good. OG was like, you don't want the headphones? He's like, you sure? He's like, nah. Headphones are mandatory. Like,
he said that?
Yeah, he's like, it's mandatory for the podcast.
Yeah, it kind of is.
And he's like, it gets you in the zone. And then he was like smoking on a vape. He's like, you got to put the vape away for the podcast. He's like, I'm not trying to do that, for the kids. I was like,
shout out
OG Suicide, like standing his ground for his his own shit.
He said no because
he was like, put that vape away for the kids.
I don't know who that was, but it's a recurring theme in many other interviews where people will come on. For the biggest example is like people will come on literally with the double cup of lean, just being like, oh, and they'll be like, yo, fuck drugs, don't do drugs.
He's like, I try to keep it clean.
And they're like sipping a double cup as they're saying fuck drugs. You're like, bro, you cannot be saying fuck drugs while you're obviously intoxicated.
I was like, only OG would do this too, because everybody else would be just like,
I know.
Whatever. Because I mean, like, I would be like that too. Like, I don't care.
Whenever we've had a guest here,
I don't care.
it's like our number one rule at this house is like, take your shoes off at the door.
Yeah.
And I always tell Riley, like, when we're having a guest that we're meeting for the first time and like we're hella happy and excited that they're even down to come on our platform, we're like, even if they keep their shoes on, fuck it, dude.
Like,
Like,
okay.
yeah, whatever. It's like they could just,
we're
just gonna deal with it just because we're happy, juiced. But so far, everyone's been down to take their shoes off.
Exactly. They're really respectful. For this.
Yuri off the double cup of Tito's. I think I have been in those same shoes of saying the negative effects of alcohol while drinking alcohol.
We've all had.
And weed as well. Why are you reading my text?
I know what it is. I just, I can see glowing. You look.
You got excited? You thought someone texted you?
No.
Cap.
I'm just like, what's going on?
I never hit Nick Vape. Shit lame as fuck. Why when we got access to flour? I guess that's true. I don't know. The main thing about the nicotine vapes or just any vapes in general is the whole thing about it like being synthetically created, which is like, guys, I was just telling Riley the other day where in the food world there's a lot of fakery going on. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of like people using organic, grass-fed, blah, 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 and you really look into it, it's like, it's cap or whatever it is, right? And I was literally telling Riley that the other day I watched this video about how the biggest cap in the food industry is spices. And the number one culprit of all the biggest caps of spices is paprika, which we use a lot. Not paprika, what's the yellow one? Turmeric.
I don't use it a lot.
Oh, when we made that soup. But like the number one culprit of like fake spices is turmeric, but a number one culprit of all fake foods is spices. Where it's like when you're making oregano, how do you know I didn't just fucking take a bunch of grass and cut? No,
it tastes like it, baby.
Because there's chemicals that taste like it, and that's what they do is they take a bunch of bullshit crap, spray with fucking turmeric, flavoring.
I think they really dry them out. If you get the right spice brand.
But here's the thing: is you really got to be ordering or buying the most expensive, organic, like homemade, small farm created. That's what I'm saying. We all get the
value.
Exactly. We all get the Kroger, large quantity shit. Swanging and banging. Thank you so much. Yeah, once we're better living, we'll.
No, what's the Target one? It's like.
It's not better living.
Something.
Better living.
I'm just kidding.
Riley bored as fuck, but.
It's better something. I think.
But basically, yeah, it's like the number one culprit of like fake foods or like. I saw there's literally a statistic that says when you go inside a Ralph's, 20 to 30% of the foods inside that Ralph's are somehow either cut with fake product or completely just fake in itself. And like we're just never gonna notice because it's too.
garlic powder?
Basically, we got Fent garlic.
Jeez.
Imagine.
Better.
Thank you so much, J9 Live. And also, yo, I am not by any means a promoter of eating raw meat. And I know this sounds strange for anyone that doesn't know where I'm going, but I am not a promoter of eating raw meat by any means. I know the dangers of it, and I myself would not do it. But I found this Instagram page of this.
Good and gather.
Good and gather. I found this Instagram page of this guy who like eats raw meat, and his the Instagram page is called Raw Meat Experiment, and he promotes, you could call it propaganda or whatever it is, but he puts a lot of articles that talk about the health benefits of eating raw and like the health, not benefits or like the shit that makes you sick or whatever it is of eating processed foods and like foods you get from Ralph's and stuff like that. And he's put up a lot of statistics and posts about how sicknesses such as cancer, liver disease, heart disease, all that stuff only came around once civilization started like becoming huge enough where we started selling bread at the corner shop. When people were scavengers, when people were hunters and gatherers eating raw meat, eating berries off the trees, we didn't have no cancer. We didn't have none of that stuff. We only got that stuff later on once like processed foods were more introduced. And there's two things to blame is when we were hunters and gatherers, who's keeping track of who got cancer or not? If you die by the bush, we just leave you and we fucking continue on. We don't like write down what you died from. You know what I mean? Like we started writing down what people died from later on. Thanks so much, Bingo, for the subscription. But he's basically talked about how like processed foods and like civilization selling foods is like the start of disease.
I know, babe. You told me a million thousand times.
Hunter, no, I haven't. This is the first time I told you this, babe. I could do that too.
You haven't shown me this person's page.
I have shown you this person's page,
about what their thoughts are
but I haven't told you about this.
Low key.
No, not even low key.
High key.
Not even high key.
High key.
Not even high key, medium key, or low key. Bro scaring the hose. Conspiracy man at it again. Let's go. Let's spread as many conspiracies as possible. I'm joking. Yuri, I wrote you and you still ain't calling. I left the soap paper at home, blah blah whatever. Yo, thank you so much, STL Mixtape King, for the subscription. For the dude that said, yo, Yuri, I wrote you still ain't calling. I know you're trolling Ricky, but guys, I have officially stopped replying to DMs. I can't anymore. I cannot. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I reply to maximum 10 or 20 a day. And like, if you guys have been watching the streams for a long time, you know I've been talking about this for a while. I have gone out of my way and I've tried to reply to every single person every day in the DMs. And at a certain point, it was like getting out of overwhelming and I was still able to do it. But the past, I don't know how long it's been, maybe a month or two, I cannot, dude. I literally cannot. The amount of time I spend on my phone on Instagram is time I could spend editing, is time I could spend streaming, is time I could spend working on the channel, is time I could spend it's like so much shit I could be doing in my life. And I'm not saying like I have better things to do. I'm just saying that's like, it's just too much, bro. I literally can't. And like, I know if House One and Blasey were here, they would be like, oh, here we go, Mr. Popular, blah, blah. It's not about that. It's about the fact that I want to and I've tried and I cannot. I literally can't. And I'm trying to think of a better way to keep in communication with everyone. And I think the best way to keep in communication is the streams, guys. The best way is to just join the streams and I read the chat and I reply to the chat, or join the Discord and I reply to people in the Discord. But I try still to this day, like I'm saying, like I go through my DMs as much as possible, but then as soon as I'm like through 20 DMs, I get a text saying like, yo, Yuri, blah blah blah, we should do this. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck, I gotta go to my computer to do this. It's like I constantly I realize there's shit I really have to do, and I'm like, I can't be on my phone right now. I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. Where back in the day, I'm like sitting there for an hour or two just replying to hella DMs, and the next thing you know, Riley's like, it's like 4 p.m. and then Riley's like texting me saying, hey babe, what'd you do all day? And I'm like, oh shit, I've been sitting here for 4 hours replying to DMs. I could have done so many things. Thank you so much, Freddie, for the subscription. And guys, it's not about me not loving you. I fucking love you guys with all my heart. And you guys are only here. Thank you so much, Fulcher, for the subscription. You guys are only here for the content. You guys are here for the streams. You guys are here for what happens on streams. And I cannot add to the streams. I cannot add to the channel if I'm on my phone all day. That's the thing I'm dealing with. Is like I spend too much time on my phone and it's replying on DMs. And even Riley is like, you know, a couple months ago, Riley's just like, you're always distracted on your phone. Like, we'll be at dinner, we'll be at doing stuff, and I'm just always on my phone. Riley's like, what are you doing on your phone? I'm like, I'm replying to DMs. I'm sorry, I'm replying to DMs. And at a certain point, Riley's just like, dude, like, you're just on your phone all the time replying to
Literally
DMs.
all day, as soon as he wakes up, replying to DMs. I'm just like, bruh.
Because I'm trying to get through all of them.
Okay, but it's like, dude, there's more important things to do.
So I've made the official decision like about a month ago where I was like, I just can't, dude. I just can't. It's too much, bro.
Because at the end of the day, Yuriy will get irritated that he doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
And then it's just like, dude, you're the only person to blame is yourself because that's all you're doing.
Exactly.
You're just like this all day.
Yeah. Smoking check. I know. I literally
and
do.
It's just like, dude, like that's not good.
I literally do that because whenever I'm at home by myself, when Riley goes to work, I'm like, yo, let me roll up a spliff, and while I'm smoking the spliff, I'll reply to DMs. I'm literally there sitting, smoking, replying to DMs the whole time. But then also, let me speak on this, where I think, was it Eneli Choppa or who was it? It was some rapper who came out recently saying that TikToks and Reels are the devil.
Yeah,
who said?
Everybody,
I
know.
I know. Everyone, it's common sense. Everyone knows
Yes.
this. But I have to say that like recently, I've been having also that. Well, not recently, like maybe like a month ago or 2 months ago, I had that same evaluation where I noticed that, bro, you look at one Instagram reel, you flick through, you see another one, you flick through, you see another one, and each one's like 10 to 15 seconds, and then bro, you won't even notice, but 20 to 30 minutes will go by. And you'll be like still fiending to watch another one.
That's why Vine was like gone. That's why it got deleted and stopped.
Bruh.
Because that shit was horrible for you.
Oh my god, no, Bajanga Sean, that's not true. No. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. That is not true at all. It's I like, if you notice, I just reposted hella people today and all that stuff. It's like I will open up my page and the first Instagram just introduced this new thing where it has all, primary, general, and requested. And now all has everything, even requested. So now I will go through like all, like 20 all messages and then call it a day.
$1.99. Yuriy not replying if you don't have clout.
That's not.
Triumphant face.
No, that's not true. Like I said, I will literally open up Instagram and like I said, they have this new all, primary, general, and requests. And now I just go to all and go through like 20 of them, or maybe like I'll just flick through, and then if I see like some crazy first 3 messages that says like Yuri's naked butt cheeks, I'll be like, huh, what? And then I'll click on like, then you know, Yuri's naked butt cheeks, be like, what is he talking about? And then realize it's bullshit most of the time. But bro, it's just impossible at this point. I just need to give my phone number to anyone out there that has my personal phone number. Just communicate to me through my text messages. That's the best way. Why are you replying, dude? No wonder you're not progressing. And okay, hi message. Okay, thank you. That's kind of rude, but that's the thing. Is like my fear is not you. Like I said, the chat and everyone in here. I appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to the fucking Harmonious Gang. Shout out to everyone that joins the streams. I appreciate you guys so much. Even if you guys don't identify as Harmonious Gang, even if you guys are not subscribed, I appreciate you guys so much for being a part of these streams. I really fucking do. But it's like at the end of the day, my whole goal is to provide better streams, better content, and better interactions and experiences, and I can't do that if I'm on my phone all day. So I had to. It's kind of like a little sacrifice where I was like, in my mind, I felt like I had a better communication with the chat, and I had a better communication with you guys, and I had a better communication with anyone who supported me by replying to all my DMs. But at this point, I'm like. Realizing I'm having better communication with the smaller percentage and a worse communication with everyone in general, which like that doesn't make sense. Riley, get up if you're bored. We understand, full. Okay, whatever. I'm over this conversation. You first, yo. We know the truth. Women, slow your grind, and Riley on her phone now. Oh my god, I read all the messages really.
I'm not talking. There is no one talking.
Oh my god. Okay, don't explain. Okay, Jesus. Better ingredients, better pizza. Thank you, Mando Vision. There you go, bro. Papa John said it best. Better ingredients, better pizza. So, basically, that's the moral of the story here. Is better ingredients, better pizza. Hopefully, we'll have some better pizza. I don't know. I feel like that makes sense. Yuri, where can I watch you play Harry Potter? Oh, yo, thank you so much. That was definitely not planned, or I don't know who that is. No, I'm joking. Definitely, I don't know who the hell that is. But thank you so much for saying that in the chat, guys. I will continue. Oh shit! I will continue my Harry Potter journey. I'll continue all my gaming experience journeys on Twitch. I will continue it on here. And here's my plan. Let me just unveil my plan right now. I haven't told you guys this. I haven't told Riley this, but here's my plan here, guys. I will be doing streams on Twitch for my gaming stuff, and I will take my interesting, cool content that I do on Twitch, and I will make clips out of it and post it onto a new YouTube channel titled Yuriy Gaming or Harmonious Man Gaming. And then basically once I can get this new channel not monetized, but like able to stream. That's the main thing. Is like you have to hit these certain requirements to stream. But once I'm able to hit this, get this new channel to be able to stream, I will stop streaming on Twitch and I will only do my gaming streams on YouTube once I can get this new channel to stream. But for now, I will be streaming on Twitch, guys. It just, dude, there's at least 50% of the people in the chat most of the time who do not fuck with the gaming streams, which I appreciate everyone who does, but I feel like it might be a little bit unfair to everyone who doesn't. They're gonna be really like, yo, this is trash. I do not want to see Yuri playing Harry Potter. Yuri, have you tried playing the new Game Boy Nintendo Switch Online? It's fun. No, I have not. Horrible move. I'm sorry, walk from across Western, but let me know if you have something better in the chat. Just let me know. We pay for YouTube. No, it just a lot of people, if they watch on YouTube, they don't care about watching on Twitch. A lot of people are not cross-platform watchers. If they're loyal to YouTube, they're loyal to YouTube. They're loyal to Twitch, they're loyal to Twitch. So obviously most of the people who love the content here are on YouTube, so I want to keep it on YouTube. But I can't just make a new channel and stream on YouTube. YouTube doesn't allow it. Harry Potter game needs a bonk he can rip. Well, apparently there's mods where he can use a gun instead of a wand. It's pretty funny. Yuri, what do you think about Lush trying to fit in? What do you mean fit in? I feel like it's a young person's perspective to look at someone and judge them immediately off their immediate perceptions or whatever it is. Guys, you have to remember, Lush just celebrated his 35th birthday or 38th birthday or something like that.
It's like
40 or I don't know, I think maybe closer to 40, but Lush is a little bit older than me and a couple other cast members or whatever it is. He's a little bit older than Adam as well. Lush has a large background in hip hop and freestyling and rap battles and all that stuff, where it's I feel like you gotta give credit where credit's due, and Lush at the end of the day is talented, is a good freestyler, and can do a really good job. And here's the thing is people have called out the hypocrisy of the chat. You guys, people have called this out, where when I had Lush on Harmonious Hour, when Lush and I did Harmonious Hour, and then we did the Harmonious Hour after show, and I put on a beat and Lush did a freestyle, 99% of the chat was like, what the fuck? Lush just went off. Lush went crazy. Shout out to Lush. He just went that was the best bars of the world, whatever. People were going crazy for Lush when he was freestyling on the after show. And then now I'm sure that we have at least a handful of people who were hyping him up in my stream and were watching that news stream going L Lush, blah blah. It's like guys, not everyone's always gonna spit the firest bars in the world. I'm sure you could find every single rapper in the world who's sometimes spit some mediocre bars, but I'm not saying that Lush's bars are mediocre either. Lush is a really talented freestyler. I could not do anything Lush does. That's for sure. But this one little takeaway that a lot of people have had from this new stream, I feel like can't make it their overall experience or their overall thought process of what they think Lush's skills are. Ace from Space said, "Disconnected or Reconnected will not last 1 year." And I saw a couple people's,
Why are people so negative?
I saw a couple people's perspective on that, where they're saying like they don't believe in the longevity of this, blah blah. And you know, a couple people have said like House Phone's inconsistent, he's missed too many podcasts, all that stuff. And Riley brought up a really good point, and which number one, I have to say this: House Phone. We've been, you know, we have a group chat for this BBE network or whatever it is, and House Phone is incredibly invested and incredibly involved in this and incredibly wanting to be consistent. And like I don't even expect, not even a little bit, with all the previous experiences of him missing Disconnected, all that stuff. I don't even think for a little bit that he'll be missing episodes like that.
I just dropped a bag of $1.99. Should I ask out my female coworker?
That could be dangerous. We'll get into that in a second. But Riley brought up a good point where she said like, dude, during Disconnected, you know, House One has missed a number of episodes, but every episode, Lord, Blasey, and I are still there, and we always hold it down. It's like, it doesn't matter even if I'm not there, if Blasey's not there, if House One's not there, if Lord's not there, and Lord's not going to be there for the next 2 episodes. If one of us is not there, all of us are extremely committed, and will always, and the show will always still go on, you know. But like, it's one of us just missing the show is not always going to just end the show. But then also, every single one of us is incredibly invested and incredibly committed to this. You know, Lord is like fucking has done hella work and is
Horizon cleared out the whole space.
no, exactly. But not only that, but like Lord is constantly like trying to go there every morning, trying to do more, trying to like help more. Blasey's on top of all this shit. House One's like really on top of everyone's ass. Like, we gotta get this done, we gotta get that done. So it's like everyone's incredibly invested into this. And it's not dick riding. I'm just being real here. I'm also being realistic. Like I talked about it on Reconnected episode 1, and it's like, and I said it then and I'll say it now. It's like, let's be real, guys. Like, for Disconnected, we all showed up. I showed up with my pre-rolled spliffs and my little, you know, Moscow mules. Paulo showed up with his Coronas. Blasey showed up with his, you know, backwoods, and House Phone showed up just chilling. Like, we all just came, had a good time, and we just dipped, right? This is the same thing where we come, have a good time, and dip, but now it's all on us to do all the behind-the-scenes work, where during Disconnected, let's be real, all the behind-the-scenes work falls on No Jumper, which they have the editors and the infrastructure to take care of all that. We don't really have that, and it all falls on our heads to make sure everything's done and taken care of. And I feel like we all understand that, and we take it very seriously.
Exactly.
I read Harry Potter while the world was shape-shifting. Wait, what? Moscow Mules hit in the arm at the airport before a flight? Hit in the arm? What the hell? Moscow Mules are a good before flight drink, though.
They are.
What is a good go-to drink? Moscow Mule,
Wine.
mojito,
I love mojitos.
margarita.
No.
That's a common one.
Moscow Mule, mojito, or just wine, I guess.
You know what's my favorite though? Is a lot of places have Moscow Mules. It's easy to make, but for the places that don't, you tell them, I want pomegranate juice with vodka, and that's like a easy go-to.
Who the fuck has pomegranate juice on deck?
A lot of places have.
Hell no.
We've done it a couple. No, what's it?
Cranberry juice.
Sorry.
Pomegranate juice.
Okay, another go-to is cranberry juice with vodka. Everyone has cranberry vodka.
That's an amazing cocktail.
They're just like, yo, can you do a Moscow Mule? Sorry, man, I can't. Oh, do you have cranberry vodka? Okay, 99% of the time they have that, and that's so easy. What is the White Russian? A Moscow Mule?
No, it's rum, I think. Or whiskey, I don't know.
How is a White Russian rum?
I know. It's like, oh no,
It has to have some.
It's Kahlua and vodka.
Kahlua and vodka. Does anyone know? Let me know if we're wrong.
Creamer,
No vodka. Oh, Kahlua and vodka. Okay.
and cream.
What's Kahlua?
It's like a rum, I think.
A rum. Okay, so rum and vodka and some other shit. Jack and Coke is a classic. But yeah, Jack and Coke is a classic. But guys, when I first turned 21 and I got the ability to drink, Riley knows I'm 28 now. I still don't know shit about drinks. All I know is Moscow Mule, thanks to Riley, and cranberry vodka. But back in the day when I just turned 21, 22, I didn't know anything about drinks, and I always got ID'd, and I always try to like seem like I knew what I was talking about when I went to places. So I've gone to many bars immediately, and I was like, "Yo, Jack and Coke, bruh." So many times they brought me like a fucking splash of Coke. Like, not you can't even taste it, and like so much Jack, and like so many times I've got a Jack and Coke thinking it's gonna be like that chill little Pepsi experience with a little bit of alcohol. No, bro, I've had so many times where it's like
You need to mean
it's like a thick alcohol, and I'm like, bro, you gotta be like you gotta be some like bearded New Hampshire fucking man. Yeah, it's an old man's drink. I was like, bro, I can't do that. And I've had that experience so many times. But I've ordered Jack and Coke so many times, and it's gone wrong hella times. I was like, bro, this shit is fucking gross, bro.
I used to just get vodka soda, which is just vodka and club soda. And lime.
That's gross.
But you can't drink it once you turn. Or you can't taste it once you turn.
You can't drink it once you turn. Of course you can. Yuri, out of all four, I'll to glue to that whole channel lasting for a long time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. I'm 25 and I don't know shit about drinks. What's a Moscow Mule? Moscow Mule is ginger beer and a vodka.
And lime.
And lime.
And mint usually.
You know what's the hardest ingredient to get? Is mint. Where the fuck do you buy mint? Riley and I have tried to make official drinks and margaritas and Moscow Mules before at home, and I've literally gone out by myself. Riley's gone out by herself. We've gone out together. We've gone out on many separate occasions to find mint.
They don't sell it at
And
Ralph's.
we cannot find it at Ralph's, at Smart and Final,
You probably have it
at Target.
Foods.
Where do you find mint at?
You probably have it at Target.
If Ralph's, Trader Joe's, and Target, no, we checked Target. They don't have it.
I don't know.
Why would maybe Whole Foods?
Yeah, Whole Foods for sure would have it.
Or what's it called? What's that expensive Whole Foods?
Erewhon.
Erewhon, or for sure have it for like $50 a leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Whole Foods got mint. Yeah, Whole Foods probably would for sure have it. Yeah, we've checked a couple different places.
Oh, I'm
Fucking
tired.
idiots at a grocery store. We went to 3 different grocery stores.
Sprouts, too.
I guess Sprouts too. Just grow it on your windowsill.
I'm about to lay down. You gonna stay on?
Well, I feel like we should wrap up the stream once the spliff is done. Guys, once the spliff is done, in like one more rotation, we will end the stream right here. Pavilions, that's the place I was trying to think of last time, a while ago. Pavilions. My homie used to work there.
We've been there before.
You know what's funny about Pavilions? I told you about this, where my homie used to work there. And I've never heard of a secret shopper. And he told me that he was like, bro, that's my number one fear. He's like, sometimes you're walking around and customers are just asking you stupid questions, and you could be like, aisle 12, you know? But he's like, sometimes they're secret shoppers, and you have to take them to aisle 12, show them where the product is, and if you don't, you get like a fucking minus on your card or whatever it is. Like, you get in trouble. And he told me, he's like, bro, and he told me like Pavilions had hella secret shoppers. Like, it would literally be a fucking manager from another store pretending to be a shopper at your store, just to
My
make
mom
sure
was the
you
store
know.
Director of Rayleigh's, I know.
She did that
She would
as a
tell
director
all-
though.
No, she would always say like there's always secret shoppers in there, and she was always very helpful and stuff. And she knew she would never want to get a bad score. My name is.
Thank you, NH.
NH and I just dropped a bag of $1.99.
I'm good.
So no to coworker?
Oh, NH asked earlier if you should hook up with the coworker. If he should hook up with his coworker. Riley says no. I say no as well. I've never had this experience, but I've seen it firsthand, guys. And it does not end well. And I will tell you this right now. This is far distance away from me. I don't know any of these people anymore, but when I used to work for Starline, there was this girl that used to work for Starline, and there was this guy who used to work for Starline. They got in they were both salesmen just like I was, and I was friends with both of them, and they ended up getting in a relationship together, and they were cool. It was a cool relationship for like, you know, maybe like a year, and then they separated, and it was so fucking awkward. It was like this thing. It was, bro, I can't even explain the intricacies of it, but like it became messy. Basically, it became so messy and awkward, and I was just like, and at that point, as an employee watching, and we didn't have to deal with the managers. All the employees were still keeping this a secret from the managers. The managers still did not know, and we were the ones behind the scenes trying to fucking flip flop around and take random breaks and like change shifts just so to keep them separated. Like, it was so fucking annoying, and like at a certain point I was like, this is why you shouldn't do that, because we were all cool employees, and we're, like I said, we're all friends basically, so we were like, yo, yeah, I'll take that shift so you don't have to be with her or whatever it is. Like, we would do stuff like that, but I was like, bro, if we were not all in on the scoop, like, he would be dealing with the headache and she would be dealing with the awkward ass headache. Like, I was like, bro, this is why you don't have interpersonal relationships. Like, it's gonna get awkward. And I did not meet Riley through No Jumper. I know there's a couple numbskulls out there who think that Riley worked at No Jumper first, and I met Riley through No Jumper or something like that, but that's not the case at all. We did not form our relationship through No Jumper. Hold on, babe. You want to hear the? We finished the joint, but before we end the stream, you want to hear the awkwardest story I've ever heard? I worked at Starline Tours, and we had a bunch of different locations where it was like on the Hollywood Boulevard, right? And some in front of the movie theater, some in front of the mall, some on the corner, and then one was in front of the souvenir shop called Madame. No, I forgot the name of it called, but it was like a souvenir shop, whatever it is, right? And I had that shift a lot of the times where I worked in front of the souvenir shop, and I became friends with the 3 or 2 security guards they had at the souvenir shop, and I became friends with all the workers at the souvenir shop, where I was basically working inside the souvenir shop selling tours, you know? So I became friends with everyone at the souvenir shop. And there was this one dude who I became friends with, where one day I came in and I was like working, and he was like, bro, he's like hella drama at work today. I was like, what's going on? And he was like, and he told me that basically they had a manager, like a long-term manager who worked there for like 10 plus years, who got caught fucking one of the new employees in the fucking building, like in one of the rooms or something like that. And he got caught by like another high tier manager or like the store owner or something like that. And he said that basically like the manager of many years got fired and this new girl got fired. And now the corporate people are like making all these rearrangements to make sure that this can't happen again. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I never even thought shit like this happened anymore. And apparently, yeah, they got caught fucking inside the fucking souvenir shop on Hollywood Boulevard. I thought it was fucking crazy. But yeah, NH. It's gonna make your life more difficult. You might have like some quick pleasure, but you're gonna have a long time headache. I'm telling you there. But either way, guys, I appreciate you guys so much. Huge shout out to everyone who's joined these streams. Thank you guys so much. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow I'm going to be on the No Jumper News stream and the Listening to Music stream, which is going to go until like 6 p.m. And then after that, Riley and I are going to come home, make dinner, all that stuff. So tomorrow, I don't think I'm going on stream, but this Saturday, Riley and I are doing our members only stream. And this is not to put our content behind a paywall. This is to give our thanks to everyone who's become a member. We have 58 plus, I think we have like 60 plus people at this point with all those gifts, because it doesn't count the gifts or whatever, but I think we have like 60 plus people at this point with all the gifted members, guys. This Saturday, and it's not too late to become a member to watch the stream also, by the way, but this Saturday, Riley and I are going to do an exclusive member stream for all the members this Saturday or whatever, and then Sunday's 10 Talks, episode 106, and then Monday, I 100% promise you guys is not going to be a desktop stream. We're either going to do an IRL stream or something else. But either way, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, Saturday members only stream. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the fucking members so much. Appreciate you guys so much, man. It really helps support the channel and supports us so much. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you guys, and have a good night. Have a good rest of the week. And also shout out to everyone that watched Reconnected, dude. This was insane. This was a crazy day for us. This is the reason why we're like in such a eccentric, excited mood, is because this was actually a big day, and I was really and we're both really excited for everything that happened today. Shout out to everyone that has supported Reconnected, who watched it. If you guys haven't, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on Saturday. Peace, guys. And also I'll see you guys tomorrow on No Jumper for news and listening to music.